Microsoft Excel is a very popular tool for storing and distributing tabular data. The Syndea base module supports several use cases for transforming information between SysML and Excel without the need for any additional tool interfaces. The objective of this video is to demonstrate how blocks and instances may be transformed into tables and rows in Excel. We have three preconditions for this demonstration. First, we have created a repository network connection to a folder on our local file system where we can hold Excel files. See the earlier video on creating a repository connection to review this if necessary. Second, we have created an empty Excel workbook in this folder, Syndea Excel demo.xlsx in this case. Third, we have closed this workbook. This is important because Syndea cannot write to an Excel workbook while it is open in Excel. Note that I do not need to have Excel on my system for Syndea to read and write to it, but I do need it to view and create the workbook directly. Our SysML demo model shows a set of instruments that might be payload components in our UAV. All are specializations of the block component, and all have the same value properties with default values identifying the name, cost, and mass. Our first goal is to create an Excel table of this information. We'll launch the Syndea dashboard from the package Excel Tutorial Demo that contains these blocks and open the Connection Manager tab. On the left, we see the SysML model. On the right, we open the linkage to the folder containing our Excel file and expand it to see Sheet 1 under the workbook Syndea Excel Demo. The first step is to create a table in Excel by selecting a Model Transform connection in the central column. Then we drag the supertype element named Component from the left side into Sheet 1. This creates a table named Component inside Sheet 1. Let's open the Excel workbook and see the result. A table with three columns labeled Mass, Cost, and Name have been created, starting in cell B2. If we go to the Formulas tab on the Excel menu bar and click Name Manager, we see that the component table spans cells B2 to D3, the header row, and one empty row. Be sure to close the Excel file before proceeding. The next step is to add content to the rows. We will change the connection type to Data Map and drag a specialization of component named Atmospheric Sensor onto the component table on the right. A table row is now shown with entries for mass, cost, and name. Let's repeat this for the remainder of the specializations in the package. Each becomes a separate row in the table. I have also created an instance of component in this package called Laser Designator X500. I can drag it into the component table exactly the same way as I dragged the specializations of component. Some users choose to handle variants as specializations, some as instances. Syndea supports both. Again, we open the Excel workbook and we can see all the rows. In the Syndea dashboard, Connection Summary tab, we refresh the tab and see all the individual connections that Syndea is maintaining. One for the component block and table, one for the laser designator, instance and its row, and the others for the specializations shown in other rows.